Are you freaking kidding me, Aya? You've gone ahead and done something extremely useless now. It's because of you that my date that I was going on was a complete bust.
Why are you blaming me for that? I just happened to send something you had forgotten to your address while you were on that business trip. But lo and behold, you haven't even been on a business trip, rather you went off to have an affair. You should start by apologizing to me for that.
Huh? You're the one who should be apologizing to me.
What?
I was just going out to see that woman for a good time out. You ruined it. And right as she had come over to see me at the hotel, she found out because of what you sent me that I'm a married man and left. It's all because of you that the money I spent to get this hotel and be with her all went to waste.
So you're not going to apologize to me then? You were the one hiding me from her, all so that you could cheat on me. And you lied about going on a business trip, all to cover up the fact that you were going on a trip with her.
What's wrong with me cheating on you? All of us men are doing it now, and it's not something you should be getting upset over.
Huh?
Actually, I was doing a pretty good job hiding it all from you. All in order to keep my cheating from ever hurting you. But you went out of your way and found out about how I'd been with another woman. This is all your fault, Aya.
What the heck, Hudson? You already stabbed me in the back, and now you're saying things like that to me? Normally, one would be saying that they are sorry to me after doing something as crazy as that. That's all I've been waiting to hear from you, Hudson.
Why should a husband ever have to apologize to his wife? You should definitely be the one apologizing to me. Say you're sorry for being a wife that can't seem to read the air.
Excuse me?
I'd planned for this trip to be a way to become even closer to my girlfriend. In order to do that, I made sure to get us the best hotel room that place could offer me. But because of you just wasted all my time and money that I put into this trip. Don't you think it's only right that you should apologize to me for that?
This is getting way too crazy now, Hudson. Are you actually being serious right now? This is your third time this year now that you've been caught cheating on me. What the hell are you trying to do here?
I'm doing whatever I want. That's what. I already have to work most of my life away doing a job that I can barely ask myself to do. So it's only fair that I'm allowed to do what I want where I want to. And it all has nothing to do with you.
What?
Just because you have a better job than me that you actually like doesn't give you the right to treat me like this. Because remember this, no matter how well you're doing in your career, having a husband that cheats on you makes you the worst of the worst when it comes to women. You're the kind of crappy woman who can barely keep her own husband around you.
Huh?
Oh, and to make yourself look even more crappy, you went and got in the way of your husband and his girlfriend. I have no choice now but to stay at this hotel by myself and wait for my vacation to be over before coming back to you. And since I'll have some time on my hands now, I might go out and find myself a cute younger woman around this area. So while I'm at it, don't you dare get in my way again, you crappy woman.
Hey, Aya. What exactly is going on here? What was I hearing from you? Did you really just tell me that my son has been cheating on you? And that is correct. Apparently he's now cheated on me 3 times this year. Or at least that's how many times I've caught him doing it. At this point, I'm pretty much done being his wife. But every time I want to tell him things are over with us, he tries too hard to get me back, saying that he will never do that to me again. That's why I was hoping that this time you could say something to him that will get him to let me go. You want me to tell him to stop cheating on you for your sake as his wife? Well, listen here, Aya. It's your fault for letting my boy cheat on you. I will not listen to you try and act as though you're the victim to all of it. What? I have been hearing a lot of things from Hudson lately about you. He's told me that you got a promotion within the company you're working for. And because of that, you've been making more than he does every month, right? Yeah, I've finally been promoted to a department manager. Due to all the work I'm having to do now and the responsibilities that I have, I'm making around $200,000 a year. Well, so you're making that kind of money now? What I'm seeing here is that even though you are Hudson's wife, you are now making more than him. I think it's right of my son to be cheating on you for being as audacious as that. Wait a second. What? Why am I being blamed for him cheating on me? All I've been doing is working my best to move up in the company for both Hudson and myself. Yet you're telling me that it's my fault that my husband is cheating on me? That's right. As a wife, your job is to walk behind your husband, not in front of him. However, right now you are walking in front of him, making more money than he is. You've really gone and hurt my son's pride now because of that. You are a failure as a wife in my family. What? You think that just because you can work well within that company that you're better than he is? There's no meaning behind a woman making the kind of money you are at the moment. It's because you have all those responsibilities now at work that you can no longer focus on your husband or bear any kids for him. You are not only a failure as a wife, but a failure as a woman in general now. There's no way. I have just been doing my best to make a great future for Hudson and I. Really, you are a huge problem for my son and I. Not only have you gone and left the nest behind in order to make more money than your husband, but you even allowed for him to start cheating on you. I feel so sorry for my poor little baby, having to have a monster like you as his wife. He had no choice but to go out and find himself another woman behind your back. So you don't feel any bit of sorrow for me? Huh? I've been putting all my time and effort into working that job in order to support my husband. But right as I've been showing my worth to him as his wife, you both are going to blame me and call me a bad wife? And you're totally fine with him cheating on me because I'm the one that's made him cheat? I should be the one you feel sorry for, not him, right? Well, if you feel that we should feel bad for you, then maybe it's time you leave my son for good. You can go ahead and divorce him, and not one of us is going to complain. What? It seems to me that my son is very attractive to the ladies if he's able to cheat on you with that many women. So if you were to divorce him right now, neither of us would bat an eye. If anything, that would make the perfect chance for my son to find a proper woman to make his wife. Are you being serious right now? I am. I really believe that we are better off without you. We have no need for a wife that's going to cry and complain all the dang time. I think it's time Hudson and I have a change in the family. Is that what you think? I understand then. I would actually like to go home to my parents now. I happen to be hated by both my mother-in-law and my husband now, so there's no point in sticking around. That's right. Go ahead and run off back to your parents. And don't you ever come back to us. I hope you'll take the time back at your parents' place to think about just how horrible of a wife you really were. Hey, Aya! What do you think you're doing staying at your parents' place for that long? I am tired of you staying quiet and hiding from us. What? Is this you, Shelley? Been a rather long time now. Before you start going on about anything, I want you to apologize to me. I had thought for sure that after 1 month you would have realized how bad of a wife you'd been and come back to your husband. But it's been a whole year now and you haven't spoken to either him or me about anything. You told us you would be there to have your baby after saying you had gotten pregnant as well, but you should have had the baby by now. How much longer before you get your butt back over here? What? You have not spoken to Hudson at all this whole year. And since you're not coming back to him anymore, you are forcing him to have to take care of himself. What kind of a wife do you think you even are? Shelley? I don't want to hear any more excuses from you. If you are really going to take that long to learn from your mistakes, then I'd rather you not come back to us at all. And that means I want you to divorce my son right now. I'll have him get married to his current girlfriend after you're gone. What? You'll have him marry her? That's right. Did Did you know that this whole time that you've been at your parents' house doing God knows what, my son has made himself another girlfriend to replace your love? And this time he's been going out with her with the goal of marrying her. But you already know all of this is what you get for never coming back to him and letting a whole year slip by. And so because of all that, I want you to get that divorce from Hudson right now. And let me warn you not to divorce him asking for any money either. No settlements or anything are coming out of my boy. You are going to say that the reason for the divorce was due to your incompetence as a wife. It was a good choice of Hudson to find yet another woman after you've been away from him for so long. Listen, Shelley, can you please hear me out for just 1 second? I think there's some kind of confusion here. Huh? What about anything I've said has been confusing to you? Now stop with the talk and send those divorce papers in for us at once. You divorce my son right now, you crappy woman. A real woman would never defy what her mother-in-law is asking from her, so hurry it up. I am with my mother-in-law right now, though. Huh? So you asking me to hand in some kind of divorce papers like that isn't going to do anything. I went to the courthouse a year ago, actually, to hand in the paperwork to divorce your son. What do you mean? What do you mean you got a divorce 1 year ago? That's exactly what I mean. I've been divorced from Hudson for a year now after taking the paperwork to the courthouse. So please, go ahead and have him marry that girlfriend of his if you really want that for him. I have nothing to do with any of that anymore. Huh? I never heard anything about how you and Hudson got any kind of a divorce. Hudson never said a word to me about it. So you're telling me that while over at your parents' house, you went and handed those papers in without our approval? Without your approval? You were the one asking for me to leave him since I was such a bad wife. Actually, you both made it seem as though you wanted me gone, so I did just that for the two of you. Huh? Both you and Hudson were blaming me for being this crappy woman you wanted me to believe I was. Calling me a useless wife as well. A bad wife. So that's why I finally came around to agreeing with you and getting that divorce. Then I returned back to my parents' house, and soon after that, I got remarried. And as of right now, I'm with a very loving husband and a super kind mother-in-law who both care for me very much. Even now, I'm out with my mother-in-law getting coffee and having some laughs at the local cafe. Wait. What are you talking about, Aya? I'm sure I did tell you that the best option was to get a divorce at the time. But I didn't think you'd actually go ahead and divorce Hudson. And you actually went out and handed the papers in during that time? What? So what were all those terrible things you said to me? Just some sort of a sick and twisted joke to make me feel bad or something? You are far too old to be saying stuff like that to me as a joke. But I suppose you really don't know what's right and what's wrong still. Huh? I'm going to let you in on a little life secret here. It is very easy to hurt someone with the words you say. And in my case, both you and your son said horrible things to me. Being with your son and having you as my mother-in-law was one of the worst times of my life. I tried so hard to make things work out, but every time I try something, you both would fight back, making it worse. And, well, after being cheated on a few times by Hudson at the time, you came in for the final blow. You're saying I did? Well, after coming to you for help with him, you told me straight up that getting a divorce from him would be the best for all of us. Do you have any idea how badly hearing something like that from you made me feel? But now you're going to tell me after a whole year has passed that that was some kind of a joke? How much longer are you going to treat me like I'm some kind of an idiot? What the heck? What's with you acting like you're better than me? You don't get to talk to me like that just because you divorced my son. I am actually very frustrated with you for divorcing my son without our approval, but whatever. At least now Hudson doesn't have to worry about a thing and can hand in his marriage papers to that woman right away. That's totally right. I'm very happy that I was able to hand in those documents a year ago before coming back to my parents' place. I need to go and tell Hudson the good news right away. Then he'll be able to get himself that young and cute little woman he's been going out with. And I'm sure that this time she'll be a proper wife for Hudson.
Hey, Aya. Yo, you actually went through with getting a divorce from me? You've already gotten married again back in your hometown.
And why are you talking to me about that? I understand that your mom was shocked by all that, but you had to have known we got divorced, right? I told you the moment I was on my way home to send me those divorce papers we had. And you went ahead and did so, right?
I did. I didn't think you'd actually go through with handing them to the courthouse.
Really? You do realize that the only reason I would be asking for you to send me them is in order to sign and hand them in, right?
I just assumed you were using them as a way of protecting ourselves from ever having to actually get a divorce. Well, they're more for me to have a way of getting you to stay with me, but... And so I thought you just wanted them for me as a way of reminding yourself that I'm your husband and that I was in charge.
What? I asked you to send me the divorce papers, which you did, and then ever since that day I hadn't said a word to you? And you thought for some reason we were still going to be married after what happened there?
Shut up. Normally one would say something before handing things like that in. But you never did that, so all of this is on you.
Here we go again. You're going back to blaming me for everything. Well, you can forget about me because we're no longer a thing, and you have a girlfriend now that you need to marry. I've already heard about her from your mom, but you happen to be with a woman you're actually planning on marrying now? Well, go ahead and have a wonderful life with her, please.
What about any of this is going to be wonderful? Her and I already broke up.
What? You both broke up?
A lot of things changed with us. My mom and I were planning on having me divorce you and then marry another woman. And that's why I had made sure my mom was there to introduce me to a woman like her. But just as things were looking good for me, that witch told me she has a husband.
What? So the girl you were dating ended up having a husband?
I was so serious about wanting to marry her. But she told me in the end that she was only with me to fool around. So her last words to me were that marriage would never happen between us, and that she ran. But what makes all this worse is that her husband found out about me. So right now I'm being asked by her husband to pay him a settlement that I can't refuse.
Oh my gosh. You really went ahead and got yourself into quite the predicament there then.
Having to pay that kind of money to her husband is going to be impossible for me. Since you're never around for the whole year, I've had to eat out every single day. And when the house would get so messy that I couldn't bear living in it, I had to call professional cleaners to come do all that work for me. I've been having to use up all my money every month, as well as most of my savings on all this crap. Right now, I have nothing in my bank accounts.
Really?
That's why I need you to come back to me right now, or else I'm doomed. You happen to be making more money than me, so I'll be fine having you as my wife. I want you to come back to me and pay off this settlement. But tell me, why the hell did you get that divorce without my consent and get married to another man? Stop screwing around, you whore.
Excuse me? I think you're the one that needs to get real with me, mister. How about instead of asking me for money when you're broke, you go and ask your mom, who you always have as your buddy? I don't give a crap about you anymore.
Are you just going to throw me away then?
I sure the hell am.
You leave that man you're with right now and come back to me. You're supposed to be here helping your husband.
You are not my husband, though. And after marrying a man like my current husband, I learned something. That you are the worst man on this planet.
What?
My husband doesn't care how much effort I put into my work and doesn't ever say anything hurtful or rude to me. And in place of any of those horrible things, he will compliment and praise me for my work. He tells me all the time that he won't lose to me and will step up the effort he gives in his job as well. He's taught me that as a couple, you should never be a sore loser about the other person, but rather use them as a way to improve yourself. And since I've now learned that with him, I am never coming back to a pile of trash like you.
No way.
I am not going to listen to crap from you about how I needed to learn to read the air when all you could do was cheat on me with another woman and talk down to me like I was the idiot, when you couldn't give any effort at your job to make yourself more money than me.
What?
I'm glad to hear that the woman you loved so much has been married the whole time and that her husband is going to suck your pockets dry. It's what you deserve after being the most toxic and crooked husband a woman could possibly have. You always talked to me about how amazing of a man you were compared to me, so figure that mess out on your own since you are better than me. And with that, I don't want you to ever contact me again. Listen to me, Aya. Hudson has been awful to me. He's been using up all my Social Security to pay off the settlement he was asked for. And it appears that the husband who was asking him for the money is loads already. But now he wants my son to give him $100,000 as the settlement. What? He wants that much from Hudson then, huh? Wow. You really got Hudson involved with the wrong kind of woman there, didn't you? And to make things worse, because of that, he's going to be quitting his job now. It seems that the man whose wife he was going out with has connections to the company he's been working for. And so for the past week, his higher-ups have been trying to force him out. He's really had to go through a lot of trouble this week, it seems. He lost the woman that he loved, the money that he had left, and the job that he was making said money from. So, this is why I'm asking you very kindly, Aya. Can you please come back to my family and help us out? What? After looking into you a little bit, we saw that you got another promotion recently. Right now you're making around $500,000 a year, if I'm not mistaken. That's right. I am thankful for everything that this company has done for me and for it changing my life exponentially. And luckily, I haven't been talked down to at all for taking this promotion, as both my husband and mother-in-law understand how much my work goes towards them. So by having all that support from those two, I really feel as though I'm shooting through the ranks of this company. And both myself and Hudson understand the importance of your job as well. So please, get rid of the husband you're married to now and come back to us. Really? A year ago, you were telling me I was in the wrong for making more than my husband, right? How the hell do you understand the importance of my job when you say things like that to me? That was a joke then. Right now, both Hudson and myself really respect you and your work. And thinking about things now, it's important for both the wife and husband to be making lots of money, right? Thinking about how the times have changed, you are really a fantastic woman and wife. So, from what I can tell, you're lying through your teeth right now about me. All to just try and get me to come back and help you two. I think that if you came back to us, you'd be the most important woman ever to us. And from now on, I will not be allowing my son to cheat on you any. I will be your friend until the end of time, all right? So please come home to us. I'm telling you right now that you'll never miss your current husband or his mom after this. I happen to know tons of great cafes in town where we can get coffee and chat. You are starting to disgust me now. So could you stop it with all that jabber? What? Also, it's not that fun for me to have to go out and drink coffee with someone that I despise a ton. So no thank you. I'm tired of being disgusted by you, so can we be done here? What? Now you hold it right there. What the heck? What do you think you're doing, calling me disgusting? Well, I'm just telling you the truth. You told me at first to divorce your son, and a year later you're back acting like that was all some kind of joke? And the moment things started to get bad for you and your son, you've come crying back to me, asking for my help, saying that you never meant anything back then? It's disgusting that you're behaving that way. That's the only way I can describe it. You're like some kind of housefly spreading all the crap on your legs all over my things. Excuse me? You did say that your cheating son happens to be really good looking. So I'm sure he'll find himself yet another woman to love in no time that you both can abuse. Let's just hope she's stupid and rich so that she'll fall into your guys' trap. Now I'm getting off my phone. I literally have nothing to do with you both anymore, so stop trying to get me back after you forced me away. After that, Hudson ended up leaving the house he was in to go back to living with his mom at her house. But before long, rumors began to spread around town about the mother and son duo that are so stupid they never knew that after a whole year, his wife had divorced him. And about how embarrassing Hudson is for running all the way back to his mother, crying for money to pay off the settlements. With rumors like that all spreading around about those two, it's a surprise to me that either one of them is still able to live in that town. Because of all those rumors, Hudson found it really hard to get with any other women, and resorted to going to speed dating parties. But after going to a few of them, they started to ban him for being too insane after asking so many girls to marry him and take him away from his mother.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Sorry, Lisa, got another client dinner tonight. Don't wait up for dinner, just go to bed.
Wait, Kevin, today we're supposed to celebrate Emily getting into her high school. Didn't we promise to take her out to dinner?
Huh? Was that today?
Yes, Emily worked incredibly hard to get into her first choice high school. We promised to go to her favorite steak restaurant, remember?
Oh, crap, completely forgot.
You really forgot? We've been planning this for weeks. She got her acceptance letter 3 days ago, and we all agreed to celebrate tonight.
Sorry. Work has been crazy busy lately. Too many things to keep track of.
Cancel your client dinner and come home right now. Emily has been excited waiting for you to come home.
Huh? What are you talking about? I can't just cancel a client dinner. This is important work. You two can just go celebrate without me.
What? You choose a client dinner over a promise to your child? Our plans were made first.
It's just dinner. You can take it at a steak restaurant without me. What's the big deal?
The big deal is that you promised to be there. Emily specifically asked if both of us would be there to celebrate with her.
Look, client dinners are part of my job. It can't be helped. Thanks to my work, we can pay for Emily's school tuition starting this spring. Try to understand my work a little.
You've been using that excuse for months now. This isn't about your job.
What do you mean? Of course it's about my job. These clients are important.
What job? You're just drinking with some young woman. Don't give me that nonsense, you terrible man.
What are you talking about? Why would you say something like that?
You think I don't know anything? But you're completely wrong. I know everything about your affair.
What? Lisa, how long have you known about us?
About a year now, I'd say. That's when your client dinners and drinks suddenly became more frequent. I got suspicious and did a little investigating. It didn't take long to discover your affair.
So you knew all this time? But why didn't you say anything until now? With your personality, I would have expected you to punch me in the face.
Of course, I wanted to confront you immediately, but I kept quiet for our daughter Emily's sake. I didn't want to interfere with her exam preparations. I endured everything just thinking about our child.
So you've just been silently watching me all this time?
Yes, every time you lied about working late, every time you came home smelling like perfume that wasn't mine. Every time you took secret phone calls in the bathroom.
I had no idea you knew. You never showed any signs.
Because I'm not the selfish one in this relationship. I was putting our daughter first. But now you're prioritizing your mistress over our daughter's celebration. Even I have my limits. This is it. I want a divorce.
What?
You heard me. I want a divorce. I've had enough. I've been working full-time, taking care of the house and supporting Emily through her exams. Meanwhile, you just work, contribute the bare minimum for living expenses, never help around the house, and spend all your free time cheating.
But I work hard to support this family.
Support? You haven't been emotionally present for years. And financially, I make almost as much as you do. Plus, I handle all the household management. I don't need a husband like you in my life anymore.
No way! Seriously? I didn't expect you to be the one asking for divorce!
What? What kind of reaction is that? Your loving wife just asked you for a divorce, you know?
Huh? Loving wife? Where is she?
What?
I haven't loved you for ages! That's why I started cheating!
What?
Actually, I was planning to ask for a divorce myself soon! I never expected you'd bring it up first. That just makes things easier.
What did you say?
Whoa, why are you getting angry? You're the one who brought up divorce, and now you're mad about it?
I'm not mad about the divorce. I'm shocked at your complete lack of remorse or shame.
Why should I feel remorse? We've clearly grown apart. This marriage has been dead for years.
You feel nothing about your wife asking for divorce? And you were planning to ask for one yourself. You were going to abandon me and Emily?
Abandon is a strong word. Emily's practically grown now anyway. We've been married for 20 years. Honestly, I don't find you attractive as a woman anymore. All I see is a wrinkly old hag. As a man, it's natural to want to divorce a wife like that.
What? How dare you speak to me like that after 20 years together?
Besides, Emily's finished middle school now, so her compulsory education is over. She's grown up enough that she doesn't need a father anymore. She'll probably hit her rebellious phase soon and find her dad annoying anyway. It's actually the perfect timing for a divorce.
I can't believe how selfish you are. I'm speechless.
You don't need to say anything, just go get the divorce papers. You want to divorce me, and I want to leave you for my younger girlfriend. It's a perfect win-win divorce.
Fine, I'll go get the divorce papers right away.
Great! And one more thing. I'll be living in the house with my girlfriend after the divorce. You and Emily need to pack up and move out soon.
What? This is our family home. You can't just kick us out.
Give Emily my congratulations for me.
Mom, thank you for the congratulations party yesterday. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm sorry your father couldn't make it. It's okay. I had more fun with just you anyway. The steak we had was amazing. To thank you, I'm going to buy a cake on my way home today so we can enjoy it together. The usual cheesecake will be okay for you, right? You don't need to thank me, Emily. You worked so hard for your exams. Celebrating is only natural, and I don't need any thanks. Your thoughtfulness is more than enough to make me happy. But I want to. You deserve something special too. Well, if yesterday was my celebratory party, how about today we have an appreciation for Mom party? Today is to appreciate Mom, who supported me throughout my exams. Would you accept cake from me then? What? An appreciation for Mom party? Yes, because you are the best mom ever. I worked really hard, but supporting me must have been tough too, right? You're already busy with work and housekeeping, but you also drove me to cram school every day and made late-night snacks for me. I just did what any mother would do. Your success is what matters to me. But not every mom would work so hard. My friends are always jealous of how supportive you are. I think I got into my first choice school thanks to you, Mom. Emily. It's true. You helped me stay motivated when I wanted to give up. You quizzed me when I needed practice. You even learned some of the material just to help me study. So at least let me treat you to cake. Dad's probably with his mistress again anyway. Let's enjoy some delicious cake, just us girls. Mistress? Emily, what did you just say? I know you've been trying hard to hide it, but sorry. I've actually known about Dad's affair for quite a while. What? Dad keeps saying it's client dinners or overtime, but it's all just him cheating, right? He's lying about work and just playing around with some young woman, right? Emily, how long have you known about this? And where did you find out about Dad's affair? I actually got an accidental text from Dad once. He deleted it right away, but... What? About 6 months ago, I was studying in my room at night when I got a message from Dad. What did it say? He accidentally sent me a text saying, "Nikki, I love you. Good night." No way. He accidentally sent such a text to his daughter. Yeah, it was gross. I think he mixed up our names in his contacts. He deleted it a minute later, but I'd already seen it. Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want to upset you during my exam preparation time. I thought I'd tell you after I got accepted. And just now, I got another accidental text from Dad. What? From Dad again? He sent, "We're finally getting divorced, Nikki, and we'll be together forever from now on. So I guess you and Dad are finally divorcing." I can't believe this. What a horrible way for you to find out. I'm so sorry, Emily. It's okay, Mom. I've had time to get used to the idea. I've been expecting this. This is coming after the fact, but Dad and I have decided to get divorced. I just couldn't continue being a family with that man anymore. We decided to live separately once you graduated middle school. I see. Of course, I'll take custody of you, but I'm really sorry for having such pathetic parents. What are you talking about? The only pathetic one is Dad. I'm in favor of the divorce, and as long as I have you, Mom, I'm fine. Emily. Really, it's for the best. You deserve someone who treats you well, not someone who sends love messages to other women. So today will be an appreciation for Mom party combined with a divorce congratulations party. Maybe I should buy a whole cake. I'll pay for it later, so go buy a big fancy cake. We'll celebrate together. Great! I'll stop by the bakery on my way home from school. Then let's discuss our future plans while eating cake. I don't really understand, but divorce is probably complicated, right? It can be, but don't worry about the details. I'll handle everything. I guess we'll have to move out of this house. I can help pack if you need me to. Thank you, Emily, but don't worry. I've already prepared for all that. Really? Of course. So I'm looking forward to your appreciation for Mom party today. It's going to be the best party ever. Just the two of us.
Hey, Lisa! I've submitted the divorce papers and they've been accepted. From today, we're officially strangers.
What?
Man, what beautiful weather today. Perfect weather for a divorce, don't you think?
What are you doing submitting divorce papers without telling me? I thought you weren't showing up for Emily's graduation, but instead you go and file papers.
Oh, today is Emily's graduation?
Yes, and I told you last night too. I don't care if you're constantly staying at your mistress's place, but don't forget your daughter's graduation.
Crap, I totally forgot.
You're just terrible until the very end.
Well, Emily probably wouldn't want her divorcing father to attend anyway. I haven't been home since that day.
You're her father. You should be there regardless.
Anyway, I'll put all your belongings outside during the graduation ceremony. You both need to leave this house today.
What did you say?
You heard me. I want you out today. I told you before, this house will be a love nest for me and my girlfriend. I just submitted the divorce papers and came back to the house with her.
You brought your girlfriend to our house before we're even properly divorced?
The papers have been filed, so technically we are divorced. And yeah, she's waiting in the car. But you haven't packed anything at all. Were you planning to keep living here indefinitely?
Yes, that's right, because we have no reason to leave.
Ah, what nonsense are you talking about? The divorce is final and this house belongs to me and my girlfriend. You two need to get out right now! How long do you strangers plan to live in our love nest?
This is Mom's and my house.
Huh?
Hi there, Dad. I just finished my graduation ceremony.
Oh, Emily! Congratulations on graduating!
Thanks, but I noticed you weren't there.
I've been busy with other things, important adult matters. I'm sure Mom has told you, but as of today, I'm saying goodbye to you both. And unfortunately to this house, too. I'll put your things outside, and from now on, you'll live with just Mom.
Actually, you're the one who needs to leave, so could you please stop barging into our house? Your belongings are already in the garage.
What?
Did I stutter? Your stuff is in the garage. Take it and go. Mom is too disgusted to even talk to you, so I'll explain. From today, this is Mom's and my house. That means you and your mistress need to make your love nest somewhere else.
Hey, what are you saying? I don't know what Mom has told you, but this house is Dad's house. So you and Mom are the ones who need to leave. Emily, you understand what a mortgage is, right? It's not Mom who's paying it, but Dad. That's proof this house is mine.
Of course I know what a mortgage is. It's something the homeowner can take out, right? So that means this house belongs to Mom, who has the mortgage.
Huh?
Dad, you pay from your salary every month, but you were too much of an idiot to get approved for a mortgage, weren't you?
What are you talking about? I've been paying the mortgage for years.
Paying it, yes, but the mortgage isn't in your name, is it? Mom told me she took out the mortgage for you instead.
Idiot?
Yeah, you're an idiot. When you were buying this house, you already had car loans and other stuff, right? So you couldn't get a mortgage. Mom told me it was a huge problem when they found out right before purchasing. But thanks to that, the house is in Mom's name, so neither of us has to leave. Forgetting something so important. Dad, you really are an idiot.
This can't be right. I've been paying that mortgage for years.
Mom is sighing really loudly next to me. She's wondering why she ever married such a moron.
That's right. I got carried away and bought a new car and a motorcycle and expensive fishing rods, all on loans. That's why I couldn't pass any loan screenings.
I always thought this house was Dad's too. I mean, I thought the man of the house usually buys these things. But it turns out women, even Mom, can buy houses too. Actually, the fact that Mom could buy a house when Dad couldn't make her is so cool. I want to be a strong woman like Mom. That's why I need to study even harder in high school.
Emily, could you please put Mom on? I need to have an important conversation with her.
No way! Mom and I are going to celebrate my graduation. She's taking me to a fancy steak restaurant today. And when we get home, she's prepared a whole cake for us. So Mom doesn't have time to talk to an idiot like you.
What? But this is important. We need to discuss the house situation.
You've been ignoring us for months, and now suddenly you want to talk? Too late. So bye-bye, Dad. You barged into our house, but since we're divorced and strangers now, if you don't leave immediately, we'll call the police for trespassing. Yes, if you won't leave our house, we'll have to call the police. You wouldn't want that, would you? So take your mistress and leave right now. Your belongings are already outside.
Please, Lisa, please give me the house.
Kevin, why are you calling me again? I thought we were done discussing this.
I'll give you all my savings as part of the property division, so please let me have the house.
What?
I need that house, please reconsider.
Why would I give you the house? Emily and I live there. It's our home.
I promised her we'd live there. If I can't keep my promise, I'll look like a pathetic man to the woman I love.
That sounds like a personal problem.
So please let me have the house. My girlfriend really wants to live in a house.
I don't care about your mistress's selfish demands, you idiot. You're already a super pathetic man. You promised eternal love when you married me, but you couldn't even keep that promise, you extremely pathetic man.
Well, that... Look, I know I messed up, but this is really important to me.
It's a waste of time to beg me. You'd be better off buying a new house with your girlfriend. Your car and motorcycle loans must be paid off by now, so you should be able to afford a house.
Well, about that, I actually have other loans right now.
Huh?
Well, it's not exactly loans, more like revolving credit. I've been spending about $1,000 a month on dates with my girlfriend.
You've been spending that much every month?
Well, nice restaurants are expensive, and there were the gifts too, so my allowance was tight and I put everything on revolving credit.
You're kidding! How much revolving credit debt have you accumulated?
About $70,000.
What? You spent that much money on dates with your mistress?
Well, I didn't know until recently either. I didn't want to look cheap in front of my girlfriend. A man looks better when he seems well off, right? So I kept spending, and before I knew it, it had reached that amount.
That's insane!
I know it sounds bad, but I needed to impress her. With this much revolving credit debt, I can't buy a house, right?
I imagine not. Loan screenings are quite strict these days. Besides, if you had money for a house, you should be paying off your revolving credit debt first.
Yeah, but I can't tell my girlfriend about this. If she finds out I have $70,000 in revolving credit debt, she'll definitely be disgusted. And if she learns I can't buy a house because of it, she'll definitely leave me. She loves men who are financially stable.
Then she'll definitely leave you. I have no intention of giving up our important house. So either believe in a miracle and tell your girlfriend everything, or somehow pay off your revolving credit debt immediately and buy her a house.
That's impossible! I barely have any savings left after paying the lump sum child support.
Then I guess you'll have to break up. My condolences.
There has to be another way. Maybe I could move back in temporarily, just until I figure things out.
Absolutely not. Emily would never agree to that, and neither would I.
Why are you so cold? We were once married. Be a little nicer to me.
Excuse me?
After everything we've been through together? If you're gonna be like that, I'll give up on the house. I'll just have to bite the bullet and tell my girlfriend everything. I'll probably get dumped immediately and come back. But when that happens, promise me you'll let me live with you again.
What? You're getting angry and now making these demands? There's no way I'd ever live with you again.
Come on! It could work! If I break up with my girlfriend, I'll be clean again! And Emily might actually be waiting for me to come back!
Kevin, you're delusional.
What? Emily must be lonely without her father suddenly disappearing, right? She might be acting tough in front of you. She's still a teenager. She probably still needs her father. Thinking about our daughter remarriage might be an option, right?
Definitely not. The most definitely not ever. I'll never need a crappy father like you again.
Huh?
I didn't realize you were this much of an idiot, or more like lower than an idiot. Garbage.
Emily, are you on the call too?
After jerking Mom and me around so much, how can you say something so self-serving?
Is that Emily?
Don't casually call me by my first name, you disgusting old creep.
Huh?
Finally I can say it. Until the divorce, no matter how terrible you were still technically my father, right? I forced myself to call you Dad, but inside I was so sick to my stomach.
Emily, you don't mean that! We've had good times together!
I never wanted to call a horrible father like you, Dad. I've always wanted to call you a disgusting old creep.
What?
Just think about it calmly. A crappy father who betrays his wife and prioritizes his mistress over his daughter? Do you seriously think a teenage daughter would still be attached to you? Who would ever miss someone like you?
Hey, Emily, what's gotten into you? Your language is terrible, and what kind of attitude is that toward your father?
My bad language is definitely your influence. Having a father with no common sense or ethics made my language crude too.
I never taught you to speak like that!
Of course, I don't talk like this when I'm just living with Mom.
Huh?
What? Are you too stupid to understand unless I spell it out? I'm saying having a piece of trash like you around is a bad influence on me as a child. So could you never contact us again?
But I made some mistakes, but I'm still your father!
I'm happily living with just Mom. Trash men are banned from our house.
Emily, please!
Try contacting Mom again! I'll immediately report you to all the appropriate adults. I'll report to the police and child services that a father who's a bad influence is harassing us. If you understand, don't ever contact us again.
I'm sorry!
Emily's cold words seemed to hit Kevin hard, and we haven't heard from him since. According to Emily, my popular friend told me that men won't understand unless you clearly tell them you don't like them. As for what happened to Kevin afterward, I heard his mistress did leave him as expected. Now he's apparently renting a small apartment and struggling to pay off his revolving debt, but the interest payments mean the principal barely decreases. Sometimes he has to beg his landlord on his knees when he can't pay rent on time, and he supposedly eats nothing but bean sprouts every day, all alone.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey, Rachel! I saw you walking with your boyfriend today. I definitely spotted you coming out of that jewelry shop.
Oh, Victoria, were you nearby?
Yeah, I was shopping at that boutique across the street. I waved, but you two were so wrapped up in each other that you didn't notice me at all.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. We were kind of in our own little world.
Clearly, you both looked so happy and secretive. And that bag was definitely for a ring. Don't tell me he bought you an engagement ring.
Actually, that's right. He proposed to me. We went to buy a ring together today.
OMG, are you serious? I can't believe you didn't tell me he was going to propose. How did it happen? Where did he ask you? I need all the details, Rachel.
I was completely surprised as well. I had no idea he was planning it.
That sounds absolutely perfect. And then you went straight to get the ring?
Yes, he wanted me to choose something I love since I'll be wearing it forever.
You should have told me sooner. My dad owns a jewelry store, you know. It's way more upscale than that discount shop. I could have gotten you a friend discount.
That's really too kind, but I couldn't accept that.
Why not? That's what friends are for. I could have gotten you something amazing for half the price.
That sounds lovely, but honestly, it wouldn't have felt right. Besides, that shop has special memories for us. Their selling point is that you can design your own rings. It's not a luxury brand like your family's business, but that kind of ring suits us better, I think.
Custom design? That sounds like a lot of work when you could just pick something fabulous off the shelf. If you're getting something, it might as well be a luxury brand.
Victoria, it's not about the price or brand to us. It's about what the ring represents.
Well, what's done is done, I guess. I still think you missed an opportunity, but I'm happy for you. Can I see the ring? Send me a photo.
I'll show you in person next time we meet. The photos don't do it justice.
Fine, keep me in suspense. Is it at least a decent size? 1 carat minimum, I hope.
It's perfect for me. Not too flashy, just elegant.
More importantly, introduce him to me soon. I'll judge whether he's worthy of you.
Of course I'll introduce you, but please be gentle with him. He's a bit shy, so someone energetic like you might surprise him.
Shy? That's surprising. You usually go for the life of the party types. Is he hot at least? Tall? Rich? Give me something to work with here. He's different from the guys I've dated before. In a good way. He's thoughtful and kind. Really? Is he kind of a boring guy? That's the opposite of all the guys you've dated before. Now that you mention it, maybe he is. He often spends his weekends quietly reading books at home. Reading books on weekends? That's hilarious. Doesn't he go to festivals or clubs? Staying home reading books is so nerdy. Does he even have friends? He has a few close friends. He's just more of an introvert. Well, he actually had a pretty scattered upbringing. He went through some tough times as a child, so he doesn't have many friends, I guess. What? Like his parents divorced and it was hard? Or wait, was he abandoned and raised in foster care? That would be pretty tragic. Victoria, you should become a psychic. You hit the nail on the head with both guesses. What? His parents divorced when he was young, but neither of them wanted to take him in. So he moved between relatives for a while, but couldn't settle anywhere. Eventually, he ended up in foster care. No way! Really? That's super depressing. His past is just a part of who he is. I'm with him because of the person he is now. And what kind of person is that? Someone with serious abandonment issues? But he's always stayed positive and worked hard on his own. He's got a good job now. He does very well for himself. He's respected in his industry. Okay, stop. I don't want to hear any more about Mr. Tragic. It's bringing down my mood. Huh? Look, all I'm hearing are red flags. Foster care, reads books on weekends. This is not the kind of guy I pictured for you. I didn't realize you had a specific type in mind for me. Look, I'll be honest. You should break off the engagement, Rachel. You absolutely cannot marry a guy who grew up in foster care. What's gotten into you, Victoria? Why would you say something so horrible? I'm just being realistic. People from broken homes have issues. That's an incredibly unfair generalization. You don't even know him. Because someone from foster care definitely doesn't understand social norms. If his parents abandoned him, he probably doesn't even understand love, let alone norms. You're definitely going to have a hard life. That's a really unfair assumption. He's a wonderful person. He's the first man I've ever wanted to marry. I'm being cruel to be kind. I'm surprised you like the quiet type, but I can introduce you to similar guys. I'll use my connections as a CEO's daughter to find someone better suited for you. I don't need that. I'm marrying him. I appreciate your concern, but I want to be his wife. Rachel, you need to calm down. A foster care guy probably can't even get a decent job, right? I can't stand by and watch my friend end up poor because of marrying such a man. You're the one who needs to calm down. Stop making assumptions just because he grew up in foster care. He has a good job, and I have no intention of living in poverty. We've decided to support each other and live happily together. Wow, you're living in a total fantasy world and not listening to reason at all. I get that you're excited about the proposal, but it's creepy that you won't even listen to your friend's advice. Excuse me? You heard me. It's like you're under some kind of spell. The Rachel I know wouldn't throw away her future on some foster care charity case. I'm trying to help you, and it's such a letdown. Fine, I've said my piece. You'll probably break up soon anyway, so call me when that happens. I'll throw you a consolation party. That's incredibly condescending. We're not breaking up. Trust me, you will, and when he leaves you heartbroken, don't say I didn't warn you. If that's how you feel, then maybe we shouldn't talk for a while. Oh, so now you're choosing him over your friends? Classic. I'm not choosing anyone. I'm just asking you to respect my decision. Your decision is stupid. You're making a huge mistake. No worries, because I won't be calling you. We'll see about that. Take care until you break up with him. While you're dating someone from foster care, we're not friends anymore. If that's how you feel, then I guess we're not friends anymore. Fine, don't come crying to me when it all falls apart. Goodbye, Victoria. Whatever, your loss. Jason, I'm sorry.
What's wrong? You sound upset.
Have you sent out the wedding invitations yet?
I was just about to send the list to the printer. They should be mailed out this weekend.
Then we're just in time. I hate to ask, but I want to remove one person from my guest list. Could you take Victoria off the list?
Sure, but what happened? You said she's been your friend since high school, right?
Yes, but we just had a fight. Or rather, I think we've ended our friendship completely. I don't want to invite her to the wedding anymore.
Ended your friendship? What happened? Don't say you won't invite her. Go make up with her.
No, I definitely don't want to make up with her. She kept insulting you no matter what I said.
Insulting me? What did I do? I haven't even met her yet.
That's just it. She hasn't met you, but she's already judged you.
Is it because of my background?
Jason, you didn't do anything wrong, so don't blame yourself.
What exactly did she say? I can handle it, I promise.
Victoria is a CEO's daughter and has been spoiled her whole life. She has a habit of looking down on others. She hasn't experienced hardship, so she hates that kind of thing. She especially makes fun of people who are poor or don't have many friends.
Well, that's me in a nutshell. I've had a hard life, was poor, and don't have many friends.
But that's not who you are now. You've worked so hard and accomplished so much. I really wanted Victoria to celebrate our marriage. I wanted her to know how wonderful you are, but she wouldn't even listen.
You don't need to force yourself to explain. Everyone has different values, and that's okay. I'm sure you and I have people we don't get along with too, right?
That's true, but it makes me angry that she'd look down on you just because you grew up in foster care. She insisted we'd live in poverty if we got married. She kept talking like I was going to be miserable.
Thank you for getting angry on my behalf, but I'm not bothered by it. Besides, I'm sure your friend will understand someday.
You think so?
Of course, when she sees how happy you are, she'll realize her mistake. Then she might even apologize to you.
That's true. Victoria is just assuming I'll be unhappy. I just need to prove her wrong. I need to show her how happy I am to marry you.
Exactly, so send the invitation as planned. Let's show her our happy, joyful wedding. I'm sure she'll understand then.
You're right. I'm not going to let her ruin our special day.
That's the spirit. Besides, I'm curious to meet this infamous Victoria.
Trust me, you're not missing much.
Still, she's been your friend for years. That has to count for something.
It used to, before she showed her true colors.
People can surprise you. Maybe seeing us together will change her mind.
Thank you, Jason. That's what I'll do. Hey, Rachel. Today's your wedding with that foster care guy. I gave you good advice, but you're really going through with it. By the way, I wasn't invited to the wedding. What are you talking about? I sent you an invitation. You never responded, but we still saved a seat for you. What? You actually invited me after everything? I didn't notice at all. What? You didn't even take a look at it? Come to think of it, I did receive some cheap-looking invitation, but I threw it away without opening it. Maybe that was yours. That's terrible. You threw away a friend's invitation without even opening it. You really hate our marriage that much. Oh, well, how was I supposed to know it was important? It didn't look like the fancy invitations I usually get. The fact that it came from me should have been enough reason to at least open it. It's not that I hated it, I just don't care. I don't need friends who marry guys from foster care. Going to such a wedding would be a waste of time. It's probably a low-budget, cheap ceremony anyway. I can't believe you're still going on about this. It's my wedding day, Victoria. Exactly. It's your wedding day to a guy with no family and no connections and probably no future. I'm trying to save you from making a huge mistake. Victoria, I've said this before, but this isn't okay. We're not students anymore, so grow up a little. Stop looking down on him just because he grew up in foster care. Huh? Who do you think you are, lecturing me? Stop pretending we're still friends. What? You ignored my advice and married some loser. As of today, we're done. You're not my friend anymore. I don't know anyone who would willingly marry a nobody and become poor.
I see.
And you still had the nerve to invite me? What, did you want me to come and witness your terrible life choices?
I invited you because despite everything, I thought our friendship meant something.
Well, it doesn't. Not anymore. Thanks for saving me a seat, but as if I'd go to a wedding with poor people.
You don't have to come.
I wouldn't even if you begged me. Don't ever contact me again. You'll probably get divorced soon, but don't come crawling back to be my friend again. I won't help you when you get sick of being poor.
Well, that's fine. We won't get divorced and we don't plan on being poor. So please don't get jealous when you see how happy we are.
What? Who are you?
Sorry for the sudden interruption. I've been watching from the side. I'm Jason, the groom.
Oh, so you're the poor foster care guy. You suddenly appear and say such rude things, as if I would be jealous of you poor newlyweds. Do you know who I am? Didn't Rachel tell you?
Of course, I've heard about you, her friend since high school, the daughter of a jewelry company CEO. I've heard you're unimaginably wealthy.
That's right, I'm incredibly rich. I have status, honor, and money. There's no way I'd be jealous of you two.
Are you sure about that?
What's that supposed to mean? Of course I'm sure. What's your problem? There's no way I'd be jealous of some foster care poor people. Or what? Are you saying you're the kind of man I should be jealous of? Are you making millions a year, living in a penthouse? And on top of that, do you own a private jet?
Wow, that's exactly right. Victoria, you really should become a psychic.
What do you mean exactly right?
I mean, I make millions a year, live in a penthouse, and on top of that, I own a private jet. All of that applies to me.
What? Don't tell such obvious lies. There's no way someone abandoned by their parents and raised in foster care could be that successful.
But that's exactly the kind of man I am. I'm a jewelry designer. Currently, I work as a personal designer for Hollywood celebrities.
Hollywood celebrities?
That's right. Perhaps you've heard of some of my clients. I'd name them, but I value their privacy.
You're making this up. There's no way.
I work for several of them. I get called overseas frequently for their needs. So I went ahead and bought a private jet.
That can't be true.
Why is that so hard to believe? Is it because I grew up in foster care? Do you think people like me can't be successful?
Well, obviously, people without proper upbringing don't have the connections or education to succeed at that level.
I guess I proved you're wrong. So with my abundant financial resources, I will definitely make her happy. We won't get divorced, and I plan to create a home filled with smiles. So please don't be jealous of us. No matter how much I might be your ideal man, try not to envy us too much.
This can't be real. There's no way someone from foster care could be this successful. This is all lies. I absolutely don't believe you.
Is that so? Then would you ask your father about me? I think you'll have to believe me then.
What? Ask my dad about you?
Your family runs a jewelry company, right? I heard from Rachel it's the famous 14 Degrees jewelry.
Yes, that's right. My dad runs one of the country's top jewelry companies. Thanks to that, I've been surrounded by diamonds and rubies since I was small.
Actually, I've received several offers from your company. They've asked me to create collaborative designs.
What?
I've been hesitant to accept because I'm very selective about my collaborations. But your father has been quite persistent.
My father? Persistent? He never chases after anyone.
So just ask your father about me. He definitely knows who I am.
You're lying. Hold on. Our company. My dad is asking someone like you for work?
Yes, and multiple times. I'm a poor kid from foster care. I never had the chance to touch luxurious diamonds or rubies. But there's a kind of beauty that can only be seen by someone who's struggled. I always base my designs on that, and thankfully there are many people who want that perspective.
I don't believe you. My father would have told me about someone like you.
Oh, the ceremony is about to start, so we'll excuse ourselves now. You seem to wish for our unhappiness, but that won't happen. Please watch our marriage from afar.
Wait, you can't just drop a bomb like that and walk away.
I need to get married now. I'm sure you understand.
But...
Goodbye, Victoria. I do hope you'll reconsider your opinion of people who come from different backgrounds than your own.
This can't be happening! Answer your phone already! I've been calling you multiple times!
I'm at my wedding, obviously. I'm just changing into my reception dress, but what's going on? My phone is blowing up with calls.
Rachel! Thank goodness you answered. We need to talk. It's an emergency.
What emergency could possibly be more important than my wedding day?
I'll come to the wedding, so tell me the location quickly. I'll celebrate with you.
What?
I was wrong. So wrong. Your husband is amazing. I'm so happy for you.
This is quite the change of heart, Victoria. What happened?
I just had a misunderstanding. I never meant all those horrible things I said.
Really? Because you seemed pretty clear about ending our friendship.
That was a joke. Best friends joke around.
That wasn't a joke, Victoria. You hurt me deeply.
I'm sorry. I truly am. Let me make it up to you. Please ask your groom not to refuse my father's business. Ask him not to reject it because of me.
Ah, so that's what this is about. Your father's business.
My dad is super strict about business. You know that, right?
Ah, that's true. He's super indulgent with you normally, but business is different. If you try to interfere with his work even a little, he gets furious.
Exactly! He gets absolutely furious if I even touch his work documents. That's how serious he is about business. But if he finds out about today, if the collaboration gets cancelled because of me, he'll do more than just get angry.
I see. So you want to let bygones be bygones and attend the wedding?
Yes, exactly! Water under the bridge. Ancient history. I'll apologize for everything I said. I take back the friendship ending. Let's stay friends. So please let me attend the wedding. Let me greet your groom. You must be happy to make up with me, right?
Not at all. So you don't need to come to the venue. We've already removed your seat anyway.
What? Are you kidding me? I'm saying I'll take back everything and celebrate with you. I'll even give you a proper gift envelope with money. Tell me the location already.
Calm down, Victoria. This is for your own good, too.
My own good? What are you talking about?
If you come to the wedding venue now, you'll face your father's terrifying wrath.
What?
Your father came to the wedding venue. He's at our venue right now.
What? You invited my dad to your wedding?
No, neither of us invited him, but somehow he heard about the wedding and came all the way here.
That's impossible! My dad never goes to weddings unless they're for business partners or family.
He gave us a gift envelope and a congratulatory present. Probably to pitch the collaboration, but he's certainly dedicated to his work.
You haven't told him anything unnecessary, right? My dad probably doesn't recognize my friends' faces. So if you keep quiet, he won't find out anything. That I'm your friend, or that I said rude things to your groom. You haven't told my dad anything, right?
I haven't, but Jason seems to have told your father about everything.
What?
He was chatting away about what an interesting daughter you have.
and I didn't even have time to stop him. No way! What exactly did he say? Tell me everything! He did say business is separate from personal matters, but... Your father had an incredibly scary expression for just a moment. He changed the entire atmosphere with just that flash of anger, as expected of a major CEO. It's over. Dad knows everything now. When he gets angry about work, he's truly terrifying. Last time I made him angry, he almost kicked me out of the house. This time he'll definitely throw me out. What should I do? Rachel, can you let me stay at your place for a while? What? I'm not going to let someone who cut ties with me stay over. Huh? But I just apologized. I took it all back. We're friends again. No, Victoria, you can't just switch friendship on and off when it's convenient for you. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Besides, we're newlyweds. We're going to spend our time as a happy couple, so don't get in the way. Well, I finished changing and need to go back to the venue. Bye, Victoria. Take care. The wedding went smoothly, and it was a very happy and enjoyable day. However, unlike us, Victoria seems to have had the worst day ever. Apparently, when her father returned from the venue, he yelled at her, "What if your actions had interfered with my business?" And, "We might have lost millions in sales," before kicking her out of the house. Of course, all the credit cards in her father's name were confiscated, and Victoria, who had been partying every day, is now in big trouble. She tried to ask other friends for help, but they all said, "Without your money, you're just an unpleasant, stuck-up woman." And no one would help her. Rumor has it that she sold everything she had been buying over the years and is now living in a small apartment while working at a convenience store in the neighborhood. I hope this experience teaches her about various hardships in life.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.